Hey, how's it going, guys? Toasty Bros here, and today we're going to be comparing two very similar cameras. We have the D3200 and the D3300. Hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so hopefully we're going to be getting a full in-depth view, and we're going to be comparing them. We're going to be doing picture quality versus and also video quality. So first we're going to go and start off with the physical differences. So this is the D3300 and this one's the D3200. So to start off, the D3300 is only 430 grams and the D3200 is only 505 grams. So this one does way more. When you actually pick them up, you won't notice a huge difference, but there is a little bit of a difference there. So after you're carrying them for a while, you will probably notice it. So let's go ahead and look at the physical differences on the front. So as you can see, they are pretty similar. I really can't see. I'm trying to see if I can find any. And I'm not seeing any. You guys can call them out if you see them, but on the front I do not see any physical differences. So let's go ahead and go to the sides of them, or well, side and back. So let's go ahead and start off right here. So to start off, we got the mic and AV out, so that'll be like to HDMI and all. Well, actually, this one, so we have a micro HDMI out right here, and then this one's just AV out, so that's if you go into like a USB or TV or anything like that. And then right down there, what is that? We have GPS, so you can put a GPS on either one of these, and so you can see we got all of them in a line like that. Now on this one, we got two separate slots, so we got the mic and GPS on this side. Which I've never actually really used a camera GPS, I'm not really familiar with that. So they're both GPS compatible though. And then we have the micro HDMI along with the AV out. So we got the same things over there, we just have two different openings. I'm not really sure why they did that, but I'm sure there's some reasoning for it. Now let's go ahead and go to the back. So as you can see, this isn't really much of a difference here. This is just a placeholder for an extra slide, like if you had a boom mic or any other attachments like that, and for some reason this one just came missing. I'm not sure why, and this is on the D3300. I'm not sure if they all come like that, which I wouldn't assume they do, because I did buy this one off of eBay. It was new, but I'm not really sure why that's missing, but not too big of a deal. So you can see we got all the buttons on the left side are pretty much the exact same. I'm not seeing any difference. This little eye does look different, but that's not really a big deal because they do actually do the same thing. You can see right here is the biggest difference I've seen so far. We got a little bit of different button layout. We still have the trash, we still have the, I would assume it's like the multi-picture function or something along those lines, and we still have the LV, which will bring you to the main camera view. We still have this little dial here and a little dial there on both of them. And then you can see we still have the AF, which I assume would be autofocus, but I'm not too sure. It looks like it's like a lock for it. And then now let's actually go up to here. Now the dials are different. So you can see, let me go ahead and put them to the same one so we can really compare them. So we have the no flash, and then it looks like everything along here is the exact same, but then on this one we have one extra one, which is the effects. That one gives this thing like a panorama shot, which we don't have on this one, and it gives us a few other cool different shooting modes. So, and other than that, yeah, no differences other than that I can see. So like I said, very similar cameras. I think there's only about a $40 price difference. So let's go ahead and get into the actual technical aspects and turn these on. We have both of them on guide mode, which as you can see the setup will come up a bit different on these cameras. So this one you have one extra feature, which is the retouch feature, and also, no, other than that, okay, so everything's the same, we just have one extra feature, which is retouch. Oh, and by the way, I'm recording this on my Galaxy S5, so that's why I'm a bit shaky. I'm trying to do multi things at once. So let's go ahead and go to shoot on the D3300. And then let's go to shoot on this one. So you can see we still have like the same type of menu, but then you can see with this one you kind of have like an extra, actually you have two extra little dials that just tell you different things, such as the ISO. It actually will read how much it is, which this one will too, but it's not on like a dial. So I guess this one's just basically a cooler looking menu. And then you have all your extra settings down here, while in here you got them all to the side. So it's mostly just stuff is rearranged, and then there's a few extra settings within the camera that I can't quite think of, and I'm going to try to read you guys off some of the technical things, like as in actual performance wise. So let's go ahead and start with the D3200 versus the D3300, and some of these I got off of a website, which I'm going to put in the description, both of the websites. So to start off, the D3200 will take pictures at 24.1 megapixels. The D3300 is 24.2 megapixels. You get a really big jump in light sensitivity. Pretty much, actually, it's exactly double the jump. So on the D3200, you have 6400 ISO to 12,800. So you get a decent range there, and the 12,800 is an actual boost. And then on the D3300, you have 12,800 to 25,600. So you get a really big difference there. The other big difference, like I said, is let's go ahead and say that again. We have 504 grams in the D3200 and 430 grams on the D3300, so you get lighter weight. And then also, the biggest difference for me and what made me want to buy this one was you can record 1080 at 30 FPS in the D3200, while you can record 1080 at 60 FPS in the D3300. So that's a really big advantage right there, to me at least. And then the battery life is also a pretty good advantage. You get about 25% more battery life on average, which I guess they just compared both cameras in this one and did them side by side. You can get 540 shots with the D3200, while you can get 700 shots with the D3300. And then continuous mode, you get 1 more frame per second. Continuous in the 3200 is 4 FPS, and on the 3300 is 5 FPS. And then the overall image quality, which the site gave it, was the D3200 had an 81 and the D3300 had an 82. Now, also, let's go ahead and read some of the quotes that I got from the site. So the D3300 actually drops the anti-aliasing filter, so images should be sharper. And that's this is a quote that I read from the site. Also, the D3300 comes with an X-Speed 4 processor for faster speeds and higher ISO. The D3200 comes with an X-Speed 3 processor, so you're gonna have slower speeds with that. And then also, the D3300 has the added effects setting on the dial, which I talked about a little bit earlier. Alright, so let's go ahead and do some actual comparison tests with these cameras and see how they look.